All right, so I wanted to do a quick little video. I'm gonna put these screws down. Yeah, put those there. So this is my current project, and I picked this up here. This is a little alcohol, little happy juice cabinet that a buddy of mine, gentleman I work for, it's called, it's an antique store that they had, and I saw it, and just the wheels started turning. I was like, no, I'll go home. I don't need to get into another project. I don't need to do it. Needless to say, a week later, I messaged him, dude, do you still have that? He goes, well, what is it? And I sent him the description. He sent me back a picture. I was like, yep, that's it. So he worked with the person that did and got me a really, really, really good price for this. So what am I going to do with it? Now, first thing I want you to understand, my thought process was to put this dual Xeon in here. And that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get said dual Xeon into this cabinet. Now, here's the thing. I did no measurements. None whatsoever. I just saw this and just said to myself, I will make this work no matter what I have to do. So, hence, this is now sitting in my living room. Actually, it's sitting here in the Nerd Cave show. And, yeah, I have every meaning to make this work. Now, when I got it home, the first thing I did was, and I'll show you this. This is the DeepCool case that the dual Xeon's been sitting in for a while. And I laid it out like this. I was like, all right, that's perfect. It'll fit in there. I mean, the door is a bit recessed. I don't know if the DeepCool heat sinks are going to fit inside the cabinet. But I'm not worried about that right now. If I've got it, these may go in there temporarily, but the current plan is to liquid cool both dual Xeons. They are 2011s. These are, what are they? 3.3 gigahertz quad cores. So I've got 8 cores, 16 threads, and it's 64 gigs of ECC memory. I pulled the graphics card I had out of here, but I do have the sound card, which will be coming out. I might leave the sound card in here. I may make this like a, because I've got a set of small Lisa speakers that I can rig downward firing. I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. But the sound card is debatable at this point. But the USB 3.0 controller is definitely staying. But yeah, the major issue I'm having, like, where to put the motherboard is, I'm perfectly fine. I'm already, I do know this little cheesy light here, that's going away. That's not staying at all. This shelf will be coming out. But I do know that I want to mount the motherboard off-center, and the radiator is going to go to the other side. Now, I'm still debating whether the motherboard is going to go inset. I still got to lay things out. But the true question is, I've already figured out how to get the power supply to work. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut up this case, but I am going to cut up a case to get the template of the power supply, cut a hole, and then put it on the outside, or I may send off a CAD drawing of a faceplate to match a set of beautiful black aluminum fan grills with angled beveled edges, and they're beautiful. And I may find CAD up draw a plate for the power supply to match that. But the real question is, and this is where I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. I've got 2 different size hard drives, and basically what's gonna happen is they're gonna mount in here like this. Now, the problem is in my old server that's currently running, I've got 4 drives currently in RAID. I also want to add these guys, and these are 1 terabyte, 10,000 RPM SAS drives. And I want to add that. I don't want to eliminate my 4 terabyte array. That's 2 terabytes. What I want to do is I want to add these and those. And these were somebody, I upgraded a server and someone got rid of. So what I'm probably going to do is mirror. I'm probably going to do is I'm going to mirror these as the OS drive. Depending, if I do FreeNAS, I'm going to use a USB, because this motherboard does have an internal USB port. But I'm currently debating on whether I'm going to use Server 2016 or FreeNAS. And the reason why I'm debating between the two is my home server is also my dedicated Minecraft server. No joke. So I know you can do a Minecraft server in FreeNAS. I just never figured it out. So I just wanted to do a quick little update, and I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to post it. I am going to call this the liquor server. Liquor server. So yeah, Xeon dual Xeons, and all right, I accidentally hit the button. So basically what's going to happen. This computer also, I wanted to explain this. This motherboard is actually going to come in and rotate like this, so all the connectors are towards the top. And that's another reason why I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to cut this case up. I got a buddy of mine who's really interested in it. They don't want to see me cut up this really nice case because literally, it's not even a year old. But all the blue fans are coming out. They're gonna go in here. We're gonna have LED lights. I've already found a power button to mount right here. A little, I think it's a 19 mil. So I will have a blue light up power button to power the whole thing up. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Right now, and if anybody has any suggestions on what I can do to custom build, I've found some cages, some little 5-drive cages that I can mount in there, but I was hoping to do something along the lines of making the drives look like they're free floating, and I don't know how plausible that is. But I also want it to where I can easily get in and service it. But it may be just where it looks like it's the drives are free floating. I may have to set it up where no matter what, in order to take the thing apart, I'm going to have to, take something completely apart. Pull all the drives out in one deal. So, but yeah, current plan: motherboard on this side, radiator here, power supply on this side, and the drive arrays over here. And the main reason I'm doing the drives is it's easier to put all the power cables for the hard drives here, and then all I got to do is I'm looking at possibly cable mods to custom make cable lengths to go up over the top and then go down onto because I have, if you look on the Xeon board, you have power here at the bottom, but at the top you've got one motherboard power connector here and one over here, one for each CPU. So I got to have these two extended, and this one down here at the bottom, this one right here, I'm not deciding on what exactly I want to do, whether it goes down and goes under and comes up the motherboard and then goes along the top, or if it's going to go straight down. Once I get it in, I'll look at it and see what I like and what I don't. Current plan is to use the 90-degree bend. I'm most likely not going to try to use any of the SATA ports on the motherboard, but I might, because I know there is limited RAID ability on the motherboard for the OS drives. But I'm also may just say screw it and buy a SATA drive and make that the OS drive. Because honestly, redoing the OS is not a big deal, even if the drive fails. So, but yeah, that is the current plan. Like I said, I'm currently looking at 9 or 10 possible hard drives in here, even more, because I actually have 2 RAID cards. They're not in here. Actually, here's one of them. I've got this LSI RAID card. Actually, I don't think that's the correct one. I got 2 different types of RAID cards. I know one, I believe this one is actual hard RAID. One of them's hardware RAID, and one of them is just a controller. So I'll have to do, and that FreeNAS will work perfectly fine with that. One of the ideas I had with trying to rig the hard drives is taking this rack thread, mounting this, and figuring out some kind of dual mount, like using 2 of the threads from the, using a one-use slot and mounting a hard drive to it, like maybe hacking up a bunch of one-use shelves, and then screwing the hard drives directly to them and then just using 2 screws. That was literally one of my ideas, but that's a lot of rack mount shells to cut out. But I still may do it just so I can have the floating hard drive effect. Because all you would need to do is have them mounted to the side, and you just two screws to pull each hard drive, and then you would have easy access. But yeah, that's current plan. This is the Liquor server. I don't know how long this project's going to take. I really don't. But as soon as I get it done, it's going to be amazing. Any suggestions out there, please let me know. Put them down below. This is going to be an ongoing project. I'm going to post a lot of things. This is actually not part of the project. This is the cave gem from Tuesday night show. And I probably should have used it for this, but I just want to put this out there and see what you guys think. And like I said, this is going to be an ongoing project. It's going to be a lot of fun. I could not stop thinking about this for about a week straight. I was like, I have to buy. You know, you do that. You see something and you have an idea in your head and there's nothing you can do. It won't go away until you get it done. And that's going to be this project here. And it's going to look amazing when it's done. I've already got an idea and I've already ordered them. There's going to be, they make these flush mount USB ports, USB 2 and USB 3. And that's why the motherboard is going to be turned like this and all the ports are going to be hidden up here at the top. Because I'm going to have the USBs in the back, and I'm currently looking, because getting VGA, I want all the connections I need on the back of on the back. I don't want cables passing through. I want it to be, I plug into the back of it if I don't want it. So if I need to plug in a monitor, all I got to do is set the monitor on top, plug in power, and plug it into the VGA, easy accessible in the back. So currently what I'm looking at is the Keystone jack, with 4 keys. It basically has 1 VGA and 4 keystones on it. And that way I can do, because this motherboard has dual NIC on them. And that way I can pass dual NIC, and I didn't know what else, but I figured having 2 spare keystone jacks out the back would be helpful. If I did decide to keep the sound card, I can make the audio jack as one of the keystones and then still have a spare keystone left. But I found at Lowe's a keystone plate for walls that are wood, and I can stain it to make it look like this. And I thought that would look really amazing. They make an ivory keystone jack with a wood look, so it will match the rest of it. So yeah, that's currently what we got. This is the Liquor cabinet, or the Liquor server. And yeah, tell me what you guys think. I think it's going to look amazing. I'm going to be really excited. I'll be keeping the EVGA 750, but I'll watch power output, and the only time I believe that it's going to struggle, but I can offset how the hard drives boot up, would be the during boot up when all the hard drives are spinning up at once. But other than that, I think the 750 should be plenty enough juice for all the hard drives. So yeah. But yeah. I am so looking forward to this. This is going to be a project. I'm assuming it's going to take me about a year to get everything together. I do have a rad coming. The only thing I got to do is find water blocks for these to make it work. And that's easy. I'm probably going to go, I'm currently looking at getting rid of the wood look inside and going with all black. But I do know that EK Water Blocks makes those friggin' wood ones, and I've sawn those, and now those are stuck in my head. So yeah, I may be buying the EK Water Blocks wood grain looking stuff to match all this, because I think that would look absolutely amazing. All right, I'm drooling.